perfect day for football. The roof is open, in fact, here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned as that outside couldn't be better. They've opened the roof and the retractable windows on the sides, and it's time for football at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Rodgers now on first down. This to Hines on the drop-off. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Brings up second and 8 at the 27-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers. Into the secondary, past the 40. And some room to run now. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. First and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hines. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Hey, take 26. Mate.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. This one caught. It's the tight end Hawkinson. Touchdown, Colts! T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. A try here for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Next score, Colts 7, Vikings nothing.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Scruggs. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw. Scruggs. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Rodgers. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 7.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and down he goes. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The 23-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. From left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off play action. Scruggs. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. Looking to throw. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down and 7. Back to throw. Scruggs dancing to his left. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. The kick by Joseph is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Joseph now to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From the 30 on 2nd down. Rodgers. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At at the 43-yard line.
Yeah, 300. Yeah, 300. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
That's good. First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Check, 52's the mic. Here we go, here we go. 52's the mic. Mike's 52, Mike 52. Silver.
Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Hines. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Throwing is Rodgers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts add on to their lead. So a tiptoe catch back in the end zone, so tough to do, but he made it look pretty easy.
He certainly did, and the back of the end zone is treated the same way as the sideline. You have to get your feet down in bounds for it to count as a catch. How about the backgrounds of some of these guys, though? Did they work on it? Maybe some of them were ballet, some dance, who knows?
Yeah, you were talking the other day. I remember one of my favorite kids shows growing up. I don't know that I want to name it, but guys like Lynn Swan, they used to be on there showing their ballet skill.
And you have to remember when they were kids and their parents would tell them to take the ballet classes, you know they were fighting them like crazy. But right now they're saying, thanks, Mom.
From the 10. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Scruggs. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Scruggs. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
What do you think?
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Looking for Campbell downfield. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
All right.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and goal.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Aaron Rodgers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. From the 10. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
A final shot before break. Scruggs. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Vikings now to start their next drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken just shy of the 10. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Scruggs. That's complete. It's Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Scruggs. Forced out to his left. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28.
It's a gain of 20.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On a slant, here's Collins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First down, Vikings.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. 2nd down and 5. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Now Cook hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Vikings 3.
Preaching two hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. This is taken just shy of the 10 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, and suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Here we go. 30-40.
On first down, Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Back to throw. Scruggs throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Collins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Looking to throw. Scruggs. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And finally, he goes out of bounds right at the 35-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Back 60. There go Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Back to throw. Scruggs. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Colts 32-yard line.
Off the play fake. Scruggs. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 20-yard line.
1st down, Minnesota.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Smith catches left side. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
Complete to Bird Smith. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
All day, dog. Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Back to throw again. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal?
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Cook. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Again, it's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And right down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Indy. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Throwing on first down. Scruggs. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. Looking to throw. Scruggs. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On first down, Scruggs. This is Smith with a grab. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
2 yards, 15. A gain of 15. First down, Vikings.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, boys, got 4. 4 down. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Mike 20. Mike 20. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Back to throw. Scruggs. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
I'm coming after you. Mike 20. Mike 20. Mike 20. Hey, Mike 18. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Switch. Switch. You gonna take.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The big fella. He's at the 40. The 20. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And they're on 31-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10.